Hello everyone. Time management is a skill that 100% of us need. Hardworking people keep working nonstop but still feel like time is never enough. Tasks stay unfinished, energy runs out, and stress keeps rising. The real reason behind this struggle isn't a lack of effort but poor time management. On the other hand, lazy people waste their time on useless things. Years go by, but nothing meaningful gets done. The reason is exactly the same: not knowing how to use their time properly. Before we get into any specific techniques, you must remember this core principle. Everyone has the same 24 hours. Successful people are not born with more time in their day. They simply know how to prioritize, organize, and stay disciplined with the time they have. This video lesson will help you do exactly that, transforming how you approach your day to achieve more without the burnout. This program is dedicated to sharing practical lessons and real experiences that you can apply immediately to your work and life. The first section is all about removing the things that waste your time. To make time for important work, you must first eliminate the things that are secretly stealing your hours every single day. Take a moment and honestly ask yourself, how much of your precious time do you waste on mindless scrolling through social media feeds? How many hours are lost to engaging in drama and gossip that add zero value to your life? Think about all the useless conversations you have that lead nowhere, or the time spent working without clear goals, just going through the motions. And what about all the time you spend fixing problems that were only caused by a lack of planning in the first place? These activities are the biggest time thieves in modern life. If you don't actively work to remove them from your daily routine, no fancy technique or productivity app will ever be able to save your schedule. The foundation of good time management is creating space, and that begins with elimination. Now let's move to section 2, where we will cover 3 simple, yet powerful techniques to help you take back control of your time. The first technique is the 1-hour rule, which focuses on completing one big task per day. At the start of your day, ask yourself this critical question: if I could finish only one important task today, that would make the biggest impact, what should it be? Once you have identified it, dedicate 1 solid hour to working on that single task with complete and undivided focus. This means no phone, no social media, and no notifications. Just you and the task. By completing one big task a day, you are guaranteeing progress. Over a year, that adds up to 365 significant tasks completed, creating massive momentum. The second technique is to divide your day into fixed time blocks. This method removes the mental fatigue of constantly deciding what to do next. For example, you could structure your day like this. From 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is for deep work on your most important tasks. Then, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., you can handle smaller, less demanding tasks. The afternoon block from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. could be reserved for learning and self-improvement, like reading a book or taking a course. Finally, the period from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. can be for handling emails, responding to clients, and other communication. When your time blocks are fixed, your brain doesn't need to overthink or waste energy. You simply follow the schedule you've set for yourself, and as a result, your productivity will rise almost automatically. The third and final technique is to apply the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This principle states that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of the consequences come from 20% of the causes. In the context of your work, this means that 20% of your tasks will likely create 80% of your most valuable results. Your job is to find that critical 20%. Look at your to-do list and identify the few activities that truly move the needle forward. Once you know what they are, you must focus the majority of your time and energy there. For the remaining 80% of tasks, the ones that produce minimal results, you should aim to reduce. Delegate or remove them from your schedule altogether. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter by concentrating your efforts where they matter most.